Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Online Marketing Guys Show. My name is Steve Larvick, and I'm here to take you along as you learn how to make more money in less time while I interview experts in online marketing. This is Steve Larvick, your online marketing guy. I'm here today with a very special guest, Jenn Foster. Jenn is a marketing expert. She specializes in working with small businesses in Utah, but will work with anybody anywhere in the world as the internet has changed things that way. I want to welcome you today, and I want to say hello to Jennifer first here. Jenn, do you prefer Jenn or Jennifer?
Either one.
And Jenn, you and I both come from families that have run businesses. We're both entrepreneurs. We both have worked both pre and post dark ages before the internet. And I kind of like today to go through the ways that marketing has changed from when we were kids to when the World Wide Web was made public by CERN in about 88 or 89, and how that's changed the way that businesses are run and the way things are done.
Okay, yeah.
What do you, in your opinion, what do you think the biggest change is? I mean, if you own a business right now and you've seen a loss in leads and sales, why do you suppose that is?
Well, I think the biggest thing right now is the marketing has switched so much to online that there really isn't that much offline marketing besides word of mouth. And so I think the biggest change is, if you have a loss in clientele, it's most likely because you're not being found online because people are searching on their phone. They don't search in the yellow pages anymore.
Right, and so folks who advertised in the yellow pages or in classified ads in newspapers, how many kids do you think, how many kids coming out of high school actually subscribe to a newspaper, or how many of them do you think actually would go to a book to find out a solution to their problem?
None of them. Yeah, it's actually funny because we went to the movie last week, and when we walked out of the movie, there was a newspaper article taped to the window so you could read about the movie. And my 9-year-old said, "What is that?" Because it was an actual newspaper clipping. He had never seen one.
Wow.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's so funny. So tell me how your folks, tell me what your folks' business was that you were involved in when you were younger.
Well, my parents were involved with my mom's parents, who were in the gas industry. So they had convenience stores that sold gas.
I see. So, and they would, basically most of their traffic was foot traffic coming in, and did they advertise at all?
I think they did some advertising. Mostly it was, lowest price gas, right? So
Right.
Their advertising was going to be mostly radio and then just having the best prices and clean stores.
Right. And so now you are an extraordinary marketer. You work with small businesses. Your primary market is in Utah. I'm looking at your website right now, and tell me how you promote some of these businesses. Why don't you just pick one out here and explain how you get them leads and sales? We've got
Okay.
Keep It Marketing, Lighting Specialists, Classy Closets, Rose RV Park.
Yeah, so traditional marketing for them, they're a brick and mortar store, most of them, except of course the RV park is an RV park in Arizona. But the brick and mortar stores, like a closet store that sells custom closets, or lighting specialists, they sell special lighting. They're brick and mortar stores. So for people to see them, they have to see their sign and walk in. But in a, what do you call it, a suburban area of a big city, there's not that much foot traffic. Out here in Utah, everyone drives everywhere. So there's not that many people walking by your store. So you've got to get people to come to your store. And since the yellow pages aren't around anymore, they're going to go straight to the internet and type in lighting store Salt Lake City or lighting store Utah. And when they do that, they're going to go to the first person they see, which is going to be Google Maps, and they're going to look at reviews and see which store looks the best and which one's closest to them, and then they're going to go to that store.
So I've got a Google search up here now. So basically what you're saying is the way that people find things these days is by going to where they're going to be found when people have a problem, and that's on the internet, and particularly Google. More and more these days, it's social media like Facebook. They'll ask their friends where they go, and so I'm on the Google search here now, and we have Google Maps on top here. These are Google Maps, correct?
Yeah. Are you showing the screen there?
Yeah, Lighting Store, Utah is what I put in here.
Let's see. Did you push share screen? There we go. Now I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah. So lightingspecialist.com. So the top is, of course, an ad. See, actually, all three tops are ads. See the yellow ad on the left? Those are all
Right.
Google ads. So they're paying Google to be up there. And then Lighting Specialist is the first one. And their website was #1 when you typed in Lighting Store Utah after the ads. And how they got there was by me doing a lot of local listings and putting them in directories. Also making sure that their social media, of course, is up to date. If you push the back button, we can scroll and see what the other results were.
Okay.
There might be a Facebook or a Twitter page on that result. Because we didn't put in a city, we put in a state. But notice, even still, Yellow Pages and Maps and all of those come up.
Should I put in the city here?
What's that? Yeah, Midvale.
Okay. So Yelp is like a.
So now you'll.
Okay. So here they are at the very, very top.
Yeah, directory listing. See their Facebook page. So they're pretty much dominating that page. They've got a video there on the bottom.
How important is it for a company to have a Facebook page?
Yeah, Google looks at Facebook and Twitter and other social media and says, is this company found on this social media platform, and are they consistent in posting? Because Google just wants to show the most current and the most relevant information to their client. So the end user wants to find a store, a lighting store. And so if you haven't posted anything on your Facebook for a year or 6 months, then they're not going to put your Facebook page there because it's not relevant, because they don't think you're in business. So being current and relevant is very important. Social media.
The other thing is people forget about Bing, and Facebook and Microsoft are kind of teamed up, and by creating a Facebook page for your business, it gets you into the Bing directory, basically like Google Maps. And
that's right.
They're
actually saying that the second place people are searching is Facebook now. So Google Maps, of course, show up when you search in Google, but a lot of people are searching within Facebook just because Facebook has changed their search platform, and because Bing Maps is in Facebook, you want to make sure you're consistent and that you're in Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's. So you were talking also about at the bottom here, they're in YouTube. The element of video, how important is it to modern marketing?
Video is so important. Not only is it look nice on the page if you want to click on that thumbnail, but it really is relevant to the search. So video is important because you can actually portray your company with video and let everyone know who you are.
Right, and so many people make the mistake, marketers make the mistake of not putting their phone number right on the video, not putting the ways for people to reach them, actually pasting it all over the place so it's as easy as possible for them to find. And you get the website right on the video, you get the phone number right on the video, the link to go to their website right in the YouTube post. Let's go here.
That's right. So you want to make it as easy as possible for people.
Exactly. And
most people just want to see what you offer, or maybe call you and find out your store hours or whatever reason, but you want them to find you as fast and quick as possible.
Now, you also designed websites, Jen. I don't know if you designed this one or not.
I didn't The lighting specialist, they use online store that they're using, so they actually sell right online with some big manufacturers. But I have done other websites that are e-commerce.
Let me ask you this: what is the importance of a business website? You know, how important is the actual website in the overall scheme of creating a campaign for one of your clients?
Well, the website itself is very important, because if you don't have an attractive website that has the right call to action on the homepage, then when someone does click on your business, even if you are first, and it looks, kind of hokey, or it looks, the information isn't there that they're looking for, or it doesn't have the call to action like call now or put your name and email here, they're probably going to just click the back button and go to the next one. So website is very important.
Let's take a look at your Biz Social Boost site here. Tell me, this is for your business for local businesses to find you. Is that the idea?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So let's so that if a brick and mortar company is watching this, somebody who owns a brick and mortar company, let's approach this from like how you promote yourself.
Sure.
How are they finding you in your market, and how do these websites that you've built relate? And while we're at it, this is Steve Larvick. I'm with Jenn Foster. She's a video marketing and an SEO and a social networking expert. She builds websites. She builds campaigns for small businesses, primarily in her market in Utah. And we're going over how businesses are able to get themselves all over the internet, on the front page of the search results for Google, in Facebook, in Twitter, basically building a platform for her clients. And Jenn, how would they get a hold of you if they wanted you to work for them?
They can simply call me. My phone number is there at the top of that website, the 801-901-3480, or they can text their name and email to that number as well.
So explain that. Okay, I mean, that I think confuses a lot of people, especially folks who used to advertise in the yellow pages or in classified ads and find that they're not working now. They're seeing things like these text your name and email. What does that mean to explain how they can text their phone?
Sure.
I mean,
Well,
nobody's gonna.
yeah, it's true. On the baby boomers, are a little bit different than our generation, and also different than the graduating class of 2014. Texting, of course, is huge, and everyone is on their phone texting. And nowadays, people will, I know my niece who's 20, she'll text her mom 5 times a day, and she probably won't call her for a week or two. She just texts, and that's what she likes to do. So in the business world, with the text and email is actually a campaign. So a campaign that's going to help your customer find you, get to know you, learn more about you, so that they can become your customer. So your potential customer is going to text their name and email in order to get something in return. For instance, if this on my website here, I say grab the free coupon to get 25% off your first visit with me. And if you watch the video explains to understand how social marketing and how online marketing works. And when you say okay and you say continue, then it's going to say to you, I don't know if you want to push continue, it's going to say, well, let's get instant access now by putting in your name and email and your phone number, and then you can get more information from me. So when you put in your name and email, automatically an email comes to you, and you get more information about online marketing, free white paper on social media, and understanding how the internet works.
Right. So just to be clear here, the idea is that this thing right here, a cell phone, an iPad, some sort of a device, and in particular their phone, is never going to be any more than 10 feet away from somebody who's coming out of high school right now every waking and sleeping moment for the rest of their life.
That's right.
This is how people are finding solutions to their problem. This has replaced the yellow pages. They don't go look for a book to find an answer. They ask Siri, or they type in their problem and ask the internet. They ask Google. They ask Bing, how do I fix this problem? And so what's possible now is for you to create a campaign for your clients where I think we were talking about this device here, a cell phone, an iPad. That's how they find solutions to their problems. And by putting a phone number on here for them to text in is one of the newest methods and easiest ways for people to get onto their list so that you can lead them to make a buying decision. Is that, in essence, that's how this works?
Right.
What's the power of the list? Why do you want their email? Why do you want their text number? What are you going to do with it once you get it for your client?
Well, the first thing you're going to do with it is, of course, email them or text them to tell them that they have an email to look at. And in that email, you're going to give them value. You're going to give them what they're looking for. You're going to give them something that they want. For my lighting specialist clients, they information on lighting, on how to light your home, on why you want the incandescent light bulbs, or what's important for lighting. So depending on your clientele or what your product or service is, you want to give them value. And that's the point and the purpose of the list, is to capture their name and email so that you can have them as a customer or client, but also to give them something of value.
So you use, in particular, video, but also other sources like Facebook, other social media outlets, to drive them to the front page of the search results, which we are demonstrating right here. I mean, you are right here. You've driven this client of yours to the very top listing against 25,000 other pages on Google for lighting store Midvale, Utah, and put them on Google Maps. And then you put their Facebook page as the number 3 result here. And then farther down, we have these videos that would you say that the starting point is the videos themselves? So, for instance, I'm looking at video search right now on here, and how many of these are yours? Let's take a look here.
It looks like almost all of them.
Lighting specialist.
Maybe What Is It Worth is not, and Pawn or Die is not, but the rest look like they're. So it looks like the 3 in the middle aren't lighting specialists, but the rest are.
Yeah, this is the power of video. Everybody loves video. Google loves video. Facebook loves video. People love video. That's why video is driven to the front page of the search results like this. And the lines are merging between old media and new media. Do these folks advertise on television or radio as well?
No.
Do you think they need to?
No, they don't need to. This drives traffic to their website, which they do online sales. And then, of course, they have 2 stores here in Utah, one in Salt Lake County, one in Utah County, and that drives traffic to their online stores.
And the fact is that kids search on YouTube more than they search on Google. And that's a trend. I don't think that's going to change. I think that's why Google bought YouTube and has made it, has really been developing it into just an amazing source. It's, now it used to be you were limited to about a 10-minute video that you would be able to put up. And now this, for example, what I'm doing right now is in a Google Hangout. This will be, this recording that I'm doing with Jen right now will be, when I'm done, sent directly to my video manager in YouTube and rendered as an MP4. And I've done sessions, almost 2 hours long. And as long as you have quality content, they're going to allow you to do that now. And it's a powerful feature. And I know, Jen, in looking at this, YouTube is, and Daily Motion and some of these other video sites are how you work with getting your people to the front page of the search results. What kind of process do you use, Jen, for creating videos with your clients?
Well, each client is different and unique. So depending on the product or service, we're going to figure out what type of video they want to do, or what type of video, we're going to make for them. For instance, I'm doing a book launch for a client right now, and he wrote a novel. And so for his videos, I suggested that we do an interview type style. And so the last week I've been posting his videos to YouTube and Vimeo and Dailymotion, and also to the iTunes podcasts, so that people can find his book, which is launching on Saturday. And I was searching around last night, and his videos are already showing up. When of course, we're putting in the book title and his name for them to show up, but that's what he wants. He wants people to know who he is, and he wants people to know the title of his book. And so the videos we did were interview style, so people can learn about him and what he's doing.
How would I, what should I search to find, what's his niche?
So The Horse Angels is the name of the book. The Horse Angels. And there were some other things that were Horse Angels, so I don't know if he's showing up yet.
Yeah, which isn't that important? What is it that is? What is his book?
His name is Mark Neihart. So Mark, if you type in Mark, I think it will come up. Or With the Horse Angels. You want to put in both. Because he's also a music artist. It's Neihart. Sorry. There it showed the results there. But see his Dailymotion showing up #1 and #2. Just in that when we spelled the name wrong. So it's definitely Vimeo showing there on top, and all of it is coming through because Google loves video, and they want to show video in their search results.
And I am on web search. I'm not on video search right now. So
no, and 4 videos are showing up when you type in his name with the title of the book, and that's what he wants. He wants people to know about him and his book.
What is the book about?
It's about horse angels. It's actually about the connection between horse and man and how it all started, and it's a little bit of a history mixed in with a drama. It's got action and adventure. It's a very good book.
Awesome. I thought maybe he was like a horse whisperer or something.
A horse angel is technically a horse whisperer. He titled it a horse angel just because it's a little bit deeper than a horse whisperer, and there's a little bit of a difference, and he talks about that in his interview, what the difference is on the yellow mist interview, because in the book he actually calls it a yellow mist that they see when they're connected to the horse, so when they're whispering or when they're talking to the horse. So it's kind of interesting.
Let's talk a little bit about books and the disruption that's gone on in the publishing industry, how you incorporate books in creating a platform for yourself or your clients, how you'd like to approach that. You, I know, are a publisher and have your own books and have published other people's books. Why is it important to have a book?
Well, a book is great because it gives you credibility, and it also, I mean, Mark here is an author of a novel, but for instance, for me, I have a book that I've published that talks about marketing, and it's a self-help for business owners. So it's very gives you a lot of credibility, and it also just puts you on the map. I mean, a lot of people have said, oh, I'm going to write a book, and then they never do. But now with Amazon and Kindle and iBooks and all, it's not hard to publish a book or to have your book.
What's the name of your book again?
Stand Apart.
And so basically the book sets you or your client apart as an expert and allows them to command top dollar as an expert. I don't care if you're a plumber or a marketer or whatever it is that you're doing. If you have a best-selling book, in a category on Amazon for what it is that you sell, whatever your product or service is, you are going to be more desirable than your competition.
That's right.
And okay, well, let's take a look at one more of these stores, and then we'll wrap this up. I'm talking with Jenn Foster. Jenn is a marketing expert. She uses social media, video, is a book publisher for both herself and her clients, and she drives her clients' business products and services to the front page of the search results on every sort of media, wherever their prospective clients might be looking for them. And in effect, she predictively markets putting her clients' videos, landing pages, website on the front page of the search results for whatever problem that their prospective clients are going to have before they even know that they have a problem. And then helps them to build lists, to lead them to make a buying decision one way or the other on whatever device it is that they're using, be it a cell phone, be it on an iPad, be it a laptop or a desktop computer. When they are looking for a solution to their problem, she puts her clients where those people are going to look for a solution to their problem, and in that way helps her clients make more money in less time. And what we're doing today is just kind of going through, we're picking her brain to look at some of her clients, and she's revealing some secrets for us about what she's doing. Jenn, do you want to pick out another company here and we'll go through it?
Sure. Let's see. I'm just looking through the list here. Let's see. What? Maybe let's do times ticking.
Times ticking.
So that would be Watch Repair Utah or Watch Repair Layton.
So we're doing a search for times ticking in Utah.
So you could do Watch Repair Utah or Watch Repair Layton, which is the city they're in.
Leighton.
It's actually Layton. Lay. Yeah.
Okay, so here we are, Google search, and in this case, Google has put Google Maps sort of in the middle, but it's also up on top here. So
well, there's something interesting about this company because I built their website back in the day when Flash was so popular, and now Flash is not popular because of iPads and iPhones and different things. And everyone told me you can't rank a Flash website, but we did. So kind of awesome.
Mm-hmm. So timesticking.com is their website?
Yes. And it even ranks their location page on this #2 search result, which is nice. And then the third, or Angie's List, they're on there, and timesticking.com for Google Maps is the 4th result. So they're the top 4 results, which is pretty
cool. Yeah, I mean, when people go looking for someone to fix their watch in Layton, Utah, I don't think they have much of a choice.
Right. Well, and even a bigger city, which is Ogden, they're showing up as the 5th or 6th result there for Ogden. They have 2 locations, one in Layton, one in Ogden, but they dominate that area for any type of watches or watch repair.
Yeah, here they are.
Yeah.
Here's their Facebook.
Yeah, and there's their Ogden, again, #1, 2, 3, 4, or no, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then Yelp, of course, for sure they want to be on Yelp. So what's really important about these directory listings is that you're on all of them. So those who are searching Yelp will find you on Yelp. Those who like Yellow Pages will find you on Yellow Pages. Angie's List. You just want to make sure that your local listing is on the major local directories.
Let's go back and review what you were talking about. Here's their website. It's a Flash-based site, you said. So explain to folks what that means.
So a Flash-based website, what that means is that, you know, this was built with Adobe Flash, which iPads don't read Adobe Flash, and neither do iPhones. So it's not very good. I mean, this company, of course, has a mobile website, so if you are on an iPad or an iPhone, it will give you the information you need to know, but it will look a little bit different than this. But,
so it's,
you know,
more difficult to format for an iPhone. So
yeah, it's more of and a Flash website is simply a website using Flash instead of a website using HTML code, which is the language that you develop another language you develop websites with. So anyway, what I was saying before is just it's hard to rank. It's hard to rank that.
Gotcha. And so now the key here is making things so that will work both with a PC or a laptop and also work on a cell phone or an iPad. And so
which is very important. I mean, I don't build Flash websites anymore, but I still build, you know, all sorts of different websites. HTML5 is similar to Flash, and what's most important about your website is that it will look good on all platforms, because people are using their iPhones and iPads and Samsung tablets and Kindles and their desktops and PCs and laptops, everything, to look at your website. So you want to make sure your website looks good and isn't, you know, hard for them to read or see.
Let's for example look at your author page that you've created here for Stand Apart. Lots of things going on here, but it still looks simple. And why don't you talk about how you build an author page, or you know, basically a celebrity page is what we call this, I suppose.
Yeah, a celebrity page. So of course you want to feature the person. On this website, we're featuring the book Stand Apart. So I have about the author, I have chapters of the book, I have a way for them to contact me, and then of course a link to my podcast so they can know more about me. I have a book summary, just the basics, and so they can understand and know what this book is about.
Right, and so Jenn, if they want to get this book, this website is jennfosterseo.net.
Yeah, if you click on the Buy Now button on the right, or even on the book, it takes you to Amazon and you can buy it. Or you can contact me and get a copy, or even I actually have a promo right now that I'm doing. If you do leave me a review on my podcast, my iTunes podcast, I will give you a free copy of the digital Stand Apart book.
Nice. So how would they go about getting that again?
So you click on the podcast link there, which will take you to my podcast. And then there is a link there for the iTunes. If you scroll down, there's a link to iTunes. And when you're in your iTunes account, you can leave a review after you've watched a couple of episodes of my podcast. And when you leave the review, I'll automatically email you the ebook for Stand Apart.
Good deal. Okay, I think that this is a good way to wrap this up. This is the big thing that we haven't talked about is podcasting. Jenn, talk about iTunes and how important it is, what sort of leverage you get by going to iTunes.
Well, again, like having a book, it gives you such credibility. For you to be able to say, I'm on iTunes. I know the author Mark Neihart was so excited when he found out he could be on iTunes, because he's written music and he's always wondered, how do I get on iTunes, you know? Well, now he can say, I'm on iTunes, just go to my podcast. And it's such a credibility factor for everyone who's walking around with iPhones, and you can just tell them, hey, you should subscribe to my iTunes channel. They just look at you like, what? You are on iTunes? So it's pretty awesome that you can use, you know, Apple as your platform and use their credibility to make it so that you have credibility.
Yeah, I think the PC where I'm going around, when I tried to go to iTunes, it didn't like that. But there are a billion.
Yeah,
there are a billion.
If you're on an Apple, or if you have an iPhone and you subscribe, it will go open up the iTunes app and go right to it.
Yeah, I'm running this Google Hangout from my PC, and I have
And if
too
you're
many
using
things.
a PC, you can always just leave me a review on Facebook or on my Google page, and it will also I'll also send you a free ebook as well.
Okay.
Because
Well,
not everyone.
Jen,
I understand that.
yeah, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. The key here is you're making leveling the playing field is what I would say for mom and pop business, for brick and mortar stores. They're able to compete now in a way that was never before possible because of the internet and the power of these tools that you're using. They can compete with Walmart. They can compete with Home Depot. The guy, you know, they don't have to run expensive ads in yellow pages. They don't have to run full page ads in the classified sections anymore for people to find them where they're looking for them. And I think that's all a good thing, and I appreciate the hard work you do, and I'm sure they do as well.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, well, Jen, again, I appreciate you being here. This is Steve Larvick. We've been talking with Jenn Foster today. She's a marketing expert and an author who works out of Utah. And this is Steve Larvick, your online marketing guy, and I'm wishing you much success in whatever business that it is that you're doing. And go check out my new book, #1 bestseller, Oracular Marketing for Online Advertising in Amazon right now. Again, this is Steve Larvick with Jenn Foster, wishing you much success.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you for joining the Online Marketing Guy Show. You have been watching or listening to a podcast, a live cast, a presentation of AME LLC Marketing Group, a limited liability corporation out of Las Vegas, Nevada. All rights are reserved. These episodes may only be republished with permission of AME LLC. Thank you very much for joining the show. We hope you have gained something from it, and we wish you much success.